Our favorite holiday foods tend to have a history behind them. Today's recipe has Scandinavian roots, which many Utahns, of course, can appreciate. This is a Dutch Easter bread. It's raised dough with fruit and also almond filling inside, and typically made for special occasions like Easter or Christmas. Becky Low is passing along this family recipe with us today, and I say family recipe because it really is an original, right?
It is. It is. My friend Tim Pearson is the one that gave me the recipe, and his great-grandparents, the Delabouts, they immigrated here to the United States in about the 1940s.
Wow.
They immigrated as bakers, and they opened up Sugar House Bakery.
Oh my goodness.
And they made this, and so they came from Holland, and so this is their family recipe.
We have some photos that we have to show because they demonstrate this historic nature of this recipe and how cool they brought it all the way over to our great state
used it. You know,
of Utah.
it's a commercial one, and Tim very graciously cut the recipe down for me. So there's Grandma and Grandpa. In fact, I think that Grandma and Grandpa met in Great-Grandpa's bakery.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm not sure there, but
the
tulips, yeah. Holland is, and Amsterdam, you know, it's just a beautiful place to go in the spring.
Yes.
And spring is Easter. And you know, more than that, this is a family tradition. And during Easter, we like things that connect us with family. It teaches history and
even if it's not our own family, knowing the history behind that recipe makes it that much more special, I think, to all of us. So thanks to him and his family for sharing. How do we make this, Becky?
Okay, let's start over here. First off, it is just a basic bread recipe. So what I have is some flour. It's made with butter, a little bit of sugar, salt, and I'm using milk.
Okay.
Now, I think that great-grandpa's recipe was originally with whey or powdered milk. I use just regular milk with it and dissolve it from there. Okay, then cinnamon. And Grandma Delabout might be watching this, and I forgot to put the cinnamon in the sample loaf, and so don't get mad at me. All right, so we've put our dough out. The next thing is we want some fruit with it. So here's some fruit right here.
Yep.
And it's dried fruit, raisins, cranberries, apricots, and we added some orange zest, or it could be lemon zest.
Oh, it just hit me.
Yeah, can you smell that?
I'm smelling almond too.
Just, well, the almond's coming next.
It's coming.
You know, so this
I'm getting hit everywhere.
A combination of everything. Now, the traditional way is that you put the fruit onto the dough, and then we will knead it into the dough. And you might think this isn't going to knead in.
That looks like a ton of fruit.
It does. I thought the same thing. In fact, I had to question him when I was doing this. And so we just simply knead it until it's dispersed throughout.
Oh, wow.
And it is going to break through, and so you just have a little bit of flour to put on there to, to keep it.
Don't panic.
Okay, don't panic. It does mix in. Okay, you can see that it's breaking through. We'll add a little bit of flour to it and continue to mix until that's completely mixed in.
And the flour just helps it hold that binding agent sort of a thing?
Yeah, and the fruit is a little bit on the moist side, and so this helps to improve the texture. Okay, set it aside for about an hour to raise. Okay. So it's not very long that it takes to raise. Yeah. My hands are a little bit messy, so grab that bowl in the back. This one has been raising for almost an hour, so it's almost double in bulk, but
beautiful.
We'll pretend like it's double in bulk.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. You can see that it's there. Now I'm going to grab that dough, and I'm going to move the bowl over here to the side, and you bring the pan out here. Okay, and we have lined our pan with some parchment paper. Okay, so I'm just shaping it into a semi-elongated loaf. Okay. Then a rolling pin. Put a little bit of flour on it.
Did you grow up making bread, Becky?
My mother did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll make a groove with it. Okay. Okay, now we want to add some almond paste. You said that you smelt the almonds. So here's almond paste. You can buy it in the store, or you can make it yourself, and just simply mold that into a log.
So you said you can buy it at the store? Yes?
You can. Okay. You can. And then we'll just simply...
Is that a lot? Is it pretty strong in flavor?
No.
No, okay.
Nope. In fact, you'll be able to try that later. Okay. Fold it over, let this raise for about another 30 minutes. Bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. And you're ready to go. But let me show you this almond paste. You can buy it in the store, but you can also make it yourself, and it is extremely easy. I have just almonds. You can get almond meal, but it's on the pricey side if you just get it in the grocery store. So, check for the bulk. Okay. Okay, almond meal or just regular almonds. We'll just simply blend those.
And sugar?
Oh, yes. So I have about 2/3 cup almonds and 1/3 cup of sugar. And it really doesn't take too long. You can see that it's starting to blend up. I'm going to do it just a little bit more, so it's fine. And then we'll add in an egg and optional almond flavoring.
for some extra punch.
Yeah, if you want that. If you don't, then that is just okay.
That's pretty easy to make too. I'm still kind of surprised the bread came together so quickly as well.
You know, this is a simple recipe. And whenever you're doing family recipes and you get the history behind them, it also helps to do it with your family, so you know you've got some skills. And this is one that you can take and use with your family Easter morning. Or you can make it next Christmas. You can make it, you know, whenever you want.
It'd be great for Christmas.
Okay, here we go.
Too.
You know, this is just a little bit more coarse than what I like.
Okay.
But at that point, you can mold that into the log, which is what we put into the center. The very last thing is that you want to put some powdered sugar over the top of it, and then, of course, if you're enjoying it on Easter morning, then you want your cup of cocoa or a glass of milk.
Beautiful.
And you can see that little log of almond paste in the middle of it. It's just a very nice combination of flavors.
It smells heavenly. So thank you for sharing. Thanks to that family for sharing as well. We'll post this recipe on our website, studio5.ksl.com. Happy Easter, Becky.
Thank you.